Welcome to Space to Ground, your weekly look at what's happening aboard the International Space Station. I'm Kayla LaFrance. The work continues outside of the space station this week with the spacewalk. On Wednesday, Roscosmos cosmonauts Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveev continued the outfitting of the European robotic arm to prepare for future payload operations on the orbiting lab's Russian segment. Just after the 2 hours mark, the pair had completed the installation of cameras on the ERA's elbow and were moving on to the next planned tasks when Oleg reported an unexpected drop of power voltage in his Orlan suit. Flight controllers in Moscow had the cosmonaut return back to the Poisk airlock and connect to station power while they assessed the situation. While Oleg was never in danger, the decision was made to terminate the EVA for the day and return back inside the station. Denis performed some cleanup actions surrounding the ERA before returning to the airlock with his crewmate. This spacewalk was the 252nd spacewalk in support of the space station. It was the 7th career spacewalk for Artemyev and the 3rd for Matveev. The crew said goodbye to the SpaceX Dragon resupply ship as it autonomously undocked from the station's Harmony module's forward port and began its journey home. Dragon took with it more than 4,000 pounds of station gear and completed science experiments. Scientists and investigators are excited to get their hands on the returned experiments, including the BioSentinel ISS control experiment, which brought back optical measurements that examined radiation damage accumulated by Saccharomyces cerevisiae cells, or budding yeast, during their time in space. BioSentinel also was chosen to fly aboard the Artemis 1 mission. Researchers plan to compare data from the identical payloads aboard the space station, Artemis 1, and on Earth to interpret the effects of space radiation exposure. This is a vital piece of knowledge that needs to be understood as we continue to explore beyond Earth. And speaking of Artemis, the moon rocket began its first history-making steps with a rollout to the launch pad on Tuesday night. With our sights set on a return to the moon, the International Space Station and the research conducted on the orbiting laboratory is a critical stepping stone in this journey. The ISS is a proving ground, expanding our knowledge and understanding of what it takes to live and work off our planet. We're conducting experiments and testing technologies that contribute to Artemis in ways we could not do back on Earth. We invite you to follow along as we will soon be launching Artemis 1 to the moon and back. Launch is scheduled for Monday, August 29th from the Kennedy Space Center. And that's Space to Ground for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.